Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are on point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. Loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around and get clapped for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Y'all be sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it live. Oh my God. Biggest pump fake I've seen in a long time. You know, I'm starting to think that the move up after our live stream yesterday was partially kind of manipulated. And I'll go over why I feel like that was the case in a second. Hit that like button. Share this stream. Let's get as many people as we can get in here right now. Might have some special guests come in to wrap up the week as well. So you know, look out for that. Let's see. Just gotta do this. Give me 1 second. Where's my here's my phone. All right, gotta make sure I'm logged in everywhere where I should be right now. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this stream. Let's get this party started for this Friday. I hope you guys are using some tool, something like Bloodalytics, because you're making money. You're definitely making money today, Dunny. Price is going up, like Wu would say. Make sure you get your Bloodalytics scalping service today. I'm gonna pull that up right now. $44.99 right now. But prices are going up, ladies and gents. Prices are going up on December 14th. So make sure you get your subscription today. Tonight. Get your subscription tonight. All right. Get your subscription tonight. Just waiting for some more people to come in here. Hit that like button. Share this stream. Who we got in the chat room right now? House of Trades in the building. Shout out to House of Trades. I think he is a Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics member. Making that moolah. You gotta quit. Hey, buddy, you're gonna have to quit your day job there, buddy. No need. You make more money than your boss. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I want to go over why I feel like, you know, we have been in a manipulated market since FOMC meeting. I really feel that way. I'm gonna go over why here in a second, because clearly that move off of the line where we were supposed to break below, somebody came in, and it doesn't take a lot of money. It really doesn't take a lot of money, guys, to manipulate things in a manner where you know, they can move markets really quickly. Does not take a lot. Okay, guys, it does not take a lot. So let's bring up the charts really quickly. Bring up the charts. Where's my chart? Where's my chart? Here's my chart. Look at that chart. So we take a look at this chart right here, ladies and gents. Oh my God. What do we have going on? Well, if you look at this line, this is where we ended yesterday's stream. Right in, let me get these alerts out the way. It was right up in here, right? This is where we were. I said we were going to head lower. 9 times out of 10, we're going to head lower because of this big rejection here. That candle, that wick right there was a telltale sign for me. Okay. And then all of a sudden, toward the end of the stream, you know, you started to get this move back up, and this went on basically until US close. So here's US close right here at 4 o'clock. That's when it stopped. So ran us up. Somebody did. I'm gonna tell you who I think it was. I think it was your old buddy pal Michael Saylor and his crew, or it could have been Trump too. Somebody is trying to make Bitcoin stay elevated, and it doesn't take like this move here. This doesn't take a lot, ladies and gentlemen. You would think it does. A 4% move up, you would think it would take a lot to do. It actually doesn't in crypto. You can make crypto move up 5%, Bitcoin move up 5% with a little manipulation on like 1 or 2 exchanges. I would say 2 exchanges. You start buying on 2 exchanges, maybe $10-15 million worth of raw Bitcoin, and then you leverage it to make it even more of a situation. Oh man, you got yourself a move. It doesn't. These markets are actually very thin. So somebody came in, and all you need to do is initiate it. So if you initiate the move, you get the price above this wick here at 90,600. You get the price above that wick. Then other participants start stepping in with you, and then it just escalates, and it's a catalyst. It cascades upward. And then, you wait for the real participants, the rest of the market, to carry yourself up and maybe violate these levels above here. But nobody came in. And so over the night, we traded in this very tight range right here, and right here. And this morning, man, I was I got in, I started trading at 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's when I always tell you guys to trade Bloodalytics, the Scalpalytics Pro system. 8:30, 9 o'clock is a sweet spot to start looking for trades. You could start in the Eurozone, but the most accurate is going to be during the US zone or in the transition between London and New York. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Prospect in the building. In order to use Scalpalytics, you need TradingView. Yes, but all you need, I built it in a way where all you need is pretty much the basic version. Hybrid in the building. 0F says we're hovering around max paying price due to 3.9 billion in options expiring today. So we got expiry today as well, huh? Well, zero fucks. We talked about Hyben brought this up on yesterday's stream, which was great. He brought up that we got a quad witch. I call it a quad bitch happening on the 19th. 4 types of options expiring on the 19th. So, you know, options expire. I don't know which ones are expiring today, but that's a possibility too. 0Fs. Jason Lynn's in the building. Zay pumped the price with the money he stole. Damn. Kick a man while he's down, huh? Scalpalytics called good ones this morning. Yeah, we'll go over the Scalpalytics trades this morning. Very good trades. Very good trades. Again, don't forget, the prices are going up. Lock in, grandfather in right now before December 15th because prices are going up. It's currently $44.99. $79.99 will be the price after December 15th. And it ain't going down ever again. So you better get in where you fit in. Traders are adjusting their positions and will have to stay patient to see which way it goes. Tons of orders around 95K. 0F says we got Brit VR. I haven't seen Brit in a while. What's going on, brother? What's going on, my guy? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's well with you and the family. All right, so let's look at the Scalpalytics. I really don't have anything for you again, simply because let me save this. I want to save this simply because you see what happened this morning. I mean, just blown out the water with that one. All right, so Scalpalytics Pro. I've updated the chart that you get to better indicate like your trading time zones, right? Instead of just showing London and New York, I'm giving it labeled. I'm labeling it average time for quality trader, quality signals, and best time for quality signals, just to kind of give you a better understanding of what I mean when you should be trading. And I mean, yesterday, great trades yesterday too. If you were able to stay around and trade the afternoon session in the US, you would have got you a nice run up here. Went long on Bitcoin right here at 17. Took 50% of our profits here, another 50 here, 25 here, another 25 here, another 25 here, another 25 here. Sold. Sound like a auctioneer right there, boy. Sold. So that would have been a nice long trade, but going into today's trade is what you really would have taken home some money too, because we went short this morning at 6:16 a.m. All right, we went short right there on Bitcoin. And I was waiting for this one right here, boy. I was waiting because I'm like, if we break below this channel and that breaks, boom, we got the signal. I was looking at it from a couple of standpoints, but we broke and we got the sell signal right here on Bitcoin. Boom, took 50% of our profits right here, and we're still in this bad boy. Locked in 50%. That's now we're just about in the trade tax-free, risk-free, I should say. Blood. Yeah, it's looking crazy out there. I think it was a manipulated move. And then for Ethereum, now Ethereum, you would have had to take this trade during like House of Trades time zone. He's over in Europe, so I'm sure he caught this one right here at 6:18 this morning. A little flopping and groping, like Crypto Face says, a little flopping and groping, but not too much. not too much. And you would have just slaughtered this trade right here. I mean, you would be up, let's see, from this short to where we are right now, 5%, ladies and gentlemen. 5%. Okay. 5%. So that's a good move right there, guys. Excellent trades. Excellent trades. Silence says, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of all these manipulations. Are we getting an alt season or this is over? I don't think we get an alt season because probably ever. Silence, because I'm going to tell you why we don't get an alt season. Because meme coins have stolen the shine from any altcoins that promise to have any real utility. And I blame the altcoins. I don't blame the meme coins. I blame the altcoins because they've had ample time, at least since 2017, ample time between the ICOs and the layer ones and this and that and layer 2 and scalability, this and that. You guys have had ample time to show and prove and actually come up with a use case that was scalable and usable, but they haven't. So, hey, people can only wait for so long before, you know, they got to scratch that itch and try to make some money and speculate. And that's exactly what happened. The meme coins came in and they'll forever be here now because there's going to always be some meme out there for you to exploit or capitalize on. So I think unless the altcoins can truly come out with something that is usable and there's demand for the token, there's some type of integration into real world systems and businesses, I don't see altcoins taking off. Ain't no damn alt season unless you buying memes. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nice. Britt just bought some crypto to add to the bag. Okay. All right. So, very, very crazy day, ladies and gentlemen. And just going back to the main chart. I'm now looking back at a target of 88,000. We got to see what happens. Now, it could be a scenario. Look at our A's and V's. Look at our A's and V's. It could be a scenario where we get something like this. That's very possible. To pump fake us yet again and we hit higher, but I don't know, man. That Satan candle right there looks pretty devilish. That one candle on Bitcoin in 1 hour, and it was just straight down. Even on the close, very close to the bottom of that candle. Very small wick. 2.5, almost 3% move in 1 hour on Bitcoin. Yeah, not a good look. Again, I don't see the bulls being able to recover from this and take us back up again. I just don't see it. So my target is still back to the $88,000, $89,000 Bitcoin. At which point, do we breach it? Do we break below? Well, we got to watch 89,200. We break below this V, the middle V here. We break below this V, then it is on and popping for the bears, and they're going to take over. And it will break us back into this area where I thought we would play out the scenario for the end of next Friday, which is our quad bitch day. I'm sorry, quad witch day. Hyben says, that's honestly the best take I have ever heard someone speak on altcoins. Yeah, that's the truth, man. Blame the fake crypto stable coins taking a lot of billions from altcoins. No. Because you got to think, prospect, all stable coins are nothing but the dollar. So it doesn't take demand away from speculation. You don't speculate in the dollar, right? The dollar is a dollar. It's 1 to 1. So there's no speculation in that. I don't see stable coins doing anything but adding liquidity to the markets for additional speculation. I don't see it taken away from speculating because it's not speculating. If I go to the stable coin, I'm not speculating. I'm on the sidelines. I'm in dry powder. If I'm not in a stable coin, I am speculating. I'm in risk, right? I'm in some type of risk. Where is it? A meme coin, altcoin, whatever. Now you're speculating. So to me, we can't blame the stable coins on this one. Stable coins have nothing to do with actually they help add liquidity in some form or fashion. Yeah, altcoins might be dead. You just showed this chart yesterday in detail what's going to happen, and it did. Yeah, man. Alts are gas to trade Bitcoin. Silver got fucking wrecked with Bitcoin at the same time. I didn't even see. Thank you for bringing up silver, 10 pounds. Shout out to my man, 10 pounds. They tried to take him out on Telegram, but he's back. Let's bring up silver, man. I couldn't believe silver, bro. I got a lot of silver. I'm just like, dang, man. Silver is really, where is silver at? Because it was at $63. I'm now doubled. I'm up double. Oh, man. Silver down 3.6% today. Good God. Yeah, it was at 65 yesterday. That's crazy. That's a big move for silver. But it scored it scored a record high. So, okay. Pull back at record high. Not too bad, but gold's holding in there. 4,300. 4,300. Copper got slammed too. Dr. Copper got slammed as well. That's insane. If 88K is the target, it makes zero difference buying now and leaving some cash on the table for further downside. The same can be said in the case of a reversal. Good point. Good point. Yeah, stablecoins add to altcoin TVL. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, they remove TVL from Bitcoin. That is true somewhat, but at the end of the day, getting a broader or bigger altcoin stablecoin industry does not, it doesn't do anything negatively to altcoins or Bitcoin in my opinion. It just adds more liquidity. Hyman says all categories: Bitcoin, altcoins, stablecoins, tokens, meme coins, RWAs. Did I miss anything? 61 crashing below 60. Alts are the LGBT brigade. Alts are like pronouns. Good God Almighty. Alts are for the turbo. Oh my God.
We coming for you, nigga.
Man, y'all crazy today. Y'all going in crazy today on the altcoins. I'm personally not an altcoin fan. Just simply, and I told you guys I stopped doing my shows like covering different projects and this project is going to be the new RWA and NWA of this, and man, I just got sick of it, bro, because we haven't seen any progress. We have not seen progress in adoption of any real world blockchain implementation. And it's been, I got in about 13 years ago, 2013. And okay, I'll give you a couple years because we didn't really have a smart blockchain ecosystem then. But by 17, the countdown started at 17, 18, and beyond. Circa 17, bro, like it's been enough time for us to have actually made some progress, and it hasn't happened. I'm not saying it won't happen. The new NWA is hilarious. What David Brumbelow say here? We're done unless the market miraculously turns around immediately and goes crazy hard in the opposite direction. I don't see it. Everything looks horrid. And it's strange because we got QE coming. QE starts. Wait, today? I think QE starts today, ladies and gentlemen. Dang. Let's go ahead and ask Google. When does the Fed's what do they call their new program? Reserve management program start. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It started today. It started today. The Federal Reserve's new reserve purchases, which is QE. They just got it. They can't say it's QE because that means that they failed, right? So you got to come up with a new brand. It's almost like a strip club, right? You know, strip club gets shot up. You know, the hoes get obliterated. Got to shut it down and restart it with a new name. That's all you got to do, ladies and gentlemen. Federal Reserve's new reserve management purchases program, a form of balance sheet expansion. It's just QE. That's what QE is, balance sheet expansion. Officially started on Friday, December 12th, 2025, with the New York Fed beginning to buy approximately $40 billion in treasury bills monthly to maintain ample bank reserves following the end of quantitative tightening. Bada boom, bada bing. It started today. So what does that mean, though? Like, interesting. Are we going to get a pump? Yeah, they are still putting devs in jail, which is just so horrendous. Who put you on to Bitcoin? Zero Hedge article. I was a big Zero Hedge reader back then, and I saw an article on it, and the rest was history, bro. Best move I've ever could have made. A smart city powered by a smart contract is right around the corner now. Might be, but bro, I'm getting fed up. I feel that's why Chico Crypto dipped. That was his whole thing, showing projects, etc. Yeah, you can't keep. I mean, it's only so long you can say this project is gonna do this, that project is gonna do that. Yep, QE started today, man. Oh my god. So what do y'all think with QE Lite? That's exactly what it is. QE Lite. That's a light. You know, it's $40 billion a month. Light work. Is it going to make a difference? A lot of reason they're saying it's not going to make a difference because they're buying too early in the curve. Like, they need to be buying longer in the curve. They're buying too short in the curve. Like, they're buying, as it's stated here, they are buying treasury bills. So treasury bills are very short dated. Let me click treasury bills and see what that brings up. So T-bills are short-term debt issued by the U.S. government. Okay, they can be 4 6s, 8, 13, 17, 26, and 52 week. So I think what we need, this would signal, this would be very bullish, and I think you will see Bitcoin take another pop up. If we start to get the Fed to buying bonds, debt above 52 weeks, I think they're buying like 4 6. They're buying very short term. Might be under 26. If they start buying 52 week and higher, boom. Now you're going to see Now you're going to see it signal, oh yeah, it's really on and popping at that point. Then I think you'll start to see the market go up. You'll start to see stock market go up. You'll start to see Bitcoin go up. We need the longer dated term purchases to happen from the Fed, and of course, you guys know it will happen now. We like Whitney and Bobby, man. We own one. The market needs more drugs, flat out. Chico Crypto was trying to red drum himself, huh? What do you mean? I heard it from Alex Jones in 2013 when he had Max Kaiser on, but I didn't buy it. Oh, Hyben, come on, man.
I thought you were street smart, bro.
Hyben, I thought you were street smart, bro. 40 billion is crumbs. Yeah, I agree. The market needs a fire hose. Yeah, exactly. The Fed is the only buyer of treasuries at scale. This market is rigged. Foreign governments are selling. Yep. Spot on, 10 pound. Spot on, bro. It's done. We're at the end. When your own government has to buy a majority of your debt, we're at the end. This is the end game. This is the end game. I know, Peter Schiff been saying it's the end for since Jesus was born, but yeah, Treasury Direct, yeah. So that's kind of where we are, guys. I'm interested to know from you guys though. With QE starting today, ironically enough, what does that mean? Where does that take us in the going into the new year, right? Like it's 40 billion they're buying a month, which is crumbs, like 10 pounds said. What does this look like for the new year though? That's all I want to know. Oh, this is what I wanted to bring up. Bitcoin returns. Let's bring up that Bitcoin returns. Okay. So let's show this. I'd like to get a pulse on Bitcoin returns. So we got, who keeps paging me at 5:46 in the morning? So we got hit that like button though, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to hit that like button, share this stream. All right. Let's get some more views in here. So look, we've got negative 1% return for Bitcoin, and we only got about 15 days left in the year. We've only seen a negative return 1, 2, 3 times since 2015. So having a negative return really does mean something. Like that's significant to see a negative return. So will we have a negative return? We're only negative 1% right now. Are we going to hover around that 1%, negative 1% unch area? Or are we going to head a little bit lower? I think at this juncture, probably head a little bit lower. Tax harvesting is coming up. People need to kind of rebalance things. And since we're negative for the year so far, a lot of people bought when we were much higher. So I don't know. Peter Schiff is a fool. He got cooked by CZ on. I heard about that. I was watching. He got cooked by CZ and Donald Trump. I heard Donald Trump cooked his ass, called him a loser. Only a billionaire could call a millionaire a loser, right? only a billionaire can call a millionaire a loser. Jason Lynn said Chico went to be a family man. I'm in his Telegram. He tweeted back in October he was going to be back, but he didn't. The Fed is adding liquidity to the markets. Didn't they have an emergency meeting with the banks about liquidity problems? Yeah, they did a couple weeks ago. Sure did. Is a 4-year cycle dead officially? Yes, I think so. Is gold Is gold beat Bitcoin? So gold beat Bitcoin this year? Damn, yes. That's crazy, right? Wow. Didn't think of it like that, Prospect. Yep, didn't think about it that way. Yep, gold beat Bitcoin this year, which doesn't really mean nothing. Doesn't really mean anything. Because if you zoom out, Bitcoin, gold will never outperform Bitcoin. It's not even a conversation. Not even a conversation. Let's put the chat on the screen. See what you guys are talking about. Wait, what happened between Trump and Peter Schiff? Okay, so actually, will I get a strike? I don't really care. I don't think Peter Schiff will strike me. Let me bring it up real quick. I was literally watching it last night. He went over everything last night. Let me go to history. Let me go to Shifty Shift. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
To Biden handed it back to Trump, and now it's bigger, right? And so when I went on Fox and Friends on Saturday morning, and it was probably like 6 a.m, New York time, Washington, D.C. time, like 3 o'clock out west. How many people are awake at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning? I mean, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me because I was in Dubai. But how many people were even awake? I mean, the president was, right? He was watching Fox News. And I come on because the president is about to go on this affordability, this stump speech. He's going around talking about how he's going to solve the affordability problem that Biden created. And they wanted me to talk about, whether I thought Trump was going to be successful in making things more affordable. And of course, I said no. I said things are going to be even more unaffordable under Trump than they were under Biden. Now, that would have been the case had Kamala Harris been elected, right? I mean, things were going to get more expensive. That was pretty much baked in the cake. But I pointed out that Trumponomics was very similar to Bidenomics. Yes, you have some changes around the edges, but their substance is big fiscal stimulus. Government spends a lot of money. We run huge deficits. I mean, that's what Biden did, and that's what Trump is doing, right? And so we're going to have more inflation. And the Fed is cutting rates and now doing quantitative easing, right? That's what the Fed has done in the past, and that's the reason we're suffering the consequences. So there's nothing that Trump is doing that is going to bring down the cost of living. Everything he's doing is going to add to the cost of living, and everything that he is encouraging the Fed to do. And on top of that, he's got tariffs. And clearly, tariffs make prices go up. They are taxes on consumer goods that get passed on to the consumer in the form of a higher price. Or if the consumer is the importer, like I was on, some stuff for the boat, then you just pay it to import it. But if you're not the importer, if you're buying it from the importer pays it and then adds it onto the price. And so you just pay the higher price because that's the way the importer can recover the tariff that he was forced to pay to bring the goods into the country. So everything that Trump is doing, running big deficits, imposing tariffs, are going to put upward pressure on prices. And so if things are unaffordable, they're going to get even more unaffordable. Even if the Fed succeeds in 2% inflation, that means that prices are 2% more expensive than when you couldn't afford them before. And so now they're even more unaffordable. Now, maybe you got a big raise, But a lot of people aren't seeing their wages go up. A lot of people are retired. They don't have any wages. They're just dealing with the rising cost of living. And of course, the cost of living is rising a lot more than what the government will admit to because the numbers are wrong. But anyway, so Trump, right, probably lying in bed in the White House, he's watching Fox News, and of course, he's expecting everybody that comes on Fox News to basically kiss his ass and talk about how fantastic Trump is, how great Trump is. So he probably likes to watch Fox News to get that, that positive reinforcement, right? He likes to get his ego stroked, and Fox News is the place to get it, right? So he's in bed, he's getting all excited. Peter Schiff is going to come on. I'm going to talk about, he's probably like, oh, this guy's going to say great things about me. He's going to say how great all my policies are and what a fantastic president I am. And so I come on and I say, no, things are going to get worse under Trump. Trump's policies are fueling inflation. There's no relief in sight. And, the funny thing about this particular interview, the interviewer was trying to be positive. And he said, well, we got some bright news on the housing market. Here's this company that just came out with a report about a major housing reset. What do you think about this? And the guy is acting like this report is good news. And then he starts talking about this report, right? And what this report is predicting. And so what the report predicted is that Americans are going to buy fewer homes. They're going to live with their parents longer. They're going to take on roommates. They're going to form group houses, and they're going to buy in houses with other families. Basically, it's the reset is lowering your expectations and having multi-families and multi-generations sharing a house.
Right.
So it's all about how Americans are going to have to get used to having less. Right. So he didn't even really read the report. He thinks that when they wrote housing reset, that this is going to be a good thing. No, it's lowering your expectations and realizing that you got to live with your parents, or your parents have got to live with you, or you got to have a roommate because you can't afford your own house anymore, right? That is the reset that this publication was talking about, and the host of the show thought it was good news. So, but then when he read that, I didn't want to really insult him. So I just basically said, look, the housing problem is caused by government. They kept interest rates too low too long, and the reason home prices are unaffordable is because government credit enabled buyers to bid them up, and that real estate prices need to come down, and they will come down, but the government is not allowing it to happen. So I'm saying all this negative stuff, and Trump is probably just fuming. He's so upset that he immediately goes to Truth Social and just basically lays into me. And it's like, what the hell is this stockbroker? Of course, they introduced me as a stockbroker, right? So he goes, they brought on this stockbroker, Peter Schiff.
Oh,
and,
my God.
This guy is a complete loser. He's a Trump hater. And, of course, I'm not a Trump hater, like a typical Trump hater. I encourage people to vote for Trump. I voted for him twice. I voted for him the first time when he won. Mm-hmm. The second time I couldn't vote because I was in Puerto Rico. The third time, Puerto Rico decided to have a mock election. So I was able to cast a ceremonial vote for Trump, even though it didn't count. But the two times I had a chance to vote for Trump on the ballot, I actually voted for him. And I was a big defender of Trump when the media was attacking him when he wasn't president, all the lawfare, all the January 6th stuff. I defended him in situations. I was a big defender of him with the Access Hollywood stuff during the first campaign. So I'm not a Trump hater. I hate some of the things that Trump is doing. In fact, a lot of the things that he's doing now. I think he's doing worse stuff now than he did during his first term. But who the hell knows what Kamala Harris would be doing? But I'm certainly not your typical Trump hater, like a radical left socialist, stuff like that. I call him like I see him. I was very critical of Biden when he was president. I was very critical of Obama. I was critical of Bush. None of them seemed to care. None of them ever acknowledged it. But Donald Trump comes out with this post, and he's like, how dare Fox News have this guy on? How can they even let this guy on? And he said, we got to find out who booked him. Who let this jerk on the air? What is Fox News doing? He's like so mad that one person, I mean, I watch Fox News and I watch person after
Peter.
person just
Hey, Peter Pan.
talking about how great Trump.
Yeah, like anything for Click said, your next bank is adios, amigos. You know Trump's about to shut that shit down, friend. About to shut that down,
Trump
my
is
guy.
and how great the economy is, and it's all bullshit, right? So if you're a Fox News viewer, you're already getting inundated with all this pro-Trump stuff. He should be happy with that, but no, he wants it unanimous. He doesn't want any criticism at all of anything in the economy. Like if you are not going to go on Fox News and tell the audience how great everything is. Now, one of the things he criticized me for, he said, Peter Schiff says prices are still going up. He's wrong. They're going down. Look at gasoline. It's $1.99 in one somewhere. And then he said, and the price of everything else is going way down. The price of nothing is going way down. The price of everything is going up. The price of some things are going way up.
Price of Bloodalytics is going up too, man. You better get that bad boy. 715. It's going up. Sorry, Trump. Gas is going up. Eggs are going up. Scalpalytics, Bloodalytics is going up, ladies and gentlemen. You better get that bad boy for the 15th. Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. Ain't ever going back lower because they're going to keep printing and I'm going to keep raising.
Because I'm saying prices are going up when they're going down. Even the Fed is acknowledging that they're going up. The Fed said that they're not happy with where inflation is right now, and they're determined to bring it down. And they think it's going to go down, even though they're cutting rates. Right? But according to Powell, according to Trump, I'm a loser and a jerk because I think prices are still going up. Well, everybody thinks prices are still going up because they are. The only person who thinks they're not is Donald Trump. Maybe that's because he doesn't have to actually go shopping. He has no idea, what's going on.
He's
right?
in a whole other world.
You'd think he would at least know the price of gold is going up because he buys so much of that, right? He's got it all over the White House. Has he bothered to know how expensive?
By the way, I went down. I went by Mar-a-Lago, check out Trump. I mean, of course, I didn't see him, but yeah, I went down to Mar-a-Lago, West Palm or Palm Beach. Cool area. It's the first time going down there. But yeah, Trump. Boy, that guy Trump is something else, man. Peter Schiff is something else, but Trump is as well, man. You got two highly unique individuals colliding on the other day. So I thought that was very interesting. But yeah, man. I gotta side with Peter on this one. Guys. Shit is not looking good, and it really isn't. It would have been the same or even worse with Kamala. It would have been the same or even worse with anybody that were going to proceed Biden administration, because it's bigger than it's bigger than any administration. The program is failing. Peter was cooking, but Trump was cooking too with the jokes. Boomer on boomer violence. I love it. Exactly. Boomer on boomer violence. But Trump, man, Peter better be careful, man, because we already know, the government really don't like Peter Schiff because of his father, I think, Erwin Schiff, who died in jail. He wrote a book that laid out the whole tax system, the loopholes, the legalities of it, or the illegalness of it. And man, they slaughtered that guy. They let him rot in jail. I think Peter Schiff's father wrote the only book that's ever been banned. Only book. So Jason said, no, I haven't seen the video. I heard about it, but I have not seen the video of us taking the oil, seize the oil from Venezuela. We just straight gangsters, bro. And we wonder why the world hates us. We wonder why there are terrorist cells forming every other minute. It's not just because they're jealous of us. Not at all. Not at all. So I thought I would end the stream with that entertaining clip from Peter Schiff. Again, like I said, I watch Peter Schiff whenever I can. His podcast, I think they're very entertaining. And actually, he's right on about a lot of stuff. It's just he's been absolutely wrong about Bitcoin. And I'm glad I did not listen to him about not buying Bitcoin when I did, because I was watching Peter Schiff back then. Yeah, man, hit that like button again. December 15th, Scalpalytics Pro, what we use every day to trade and make money. The prices are going up, guys. So make sure you get in there before the 15th. Lock in, grandfather in your $44.99 a month subscription. All you need is a trading view account. Okay. Basic trading view account. I suggest that you trade this during right before US trading zone starts at 9:30. So like start looking for trades around 8:30, even 8 if you're early bird, even earlier. But this is when you're going to get 80%, I would say, accuracy on your trades. If you have time to trade. 10 Pounds said yes, he's wrong about crypto as a whole, not just Bitcoin. Yeah, he's an idiot. Paul says, thanks, Blood. You're the man. Thank you, Paul, for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Price of a brick going up. Yeah, everything going up, brother. Everything going up. I will check you guys on Monday. Yeah, let me know. Follow me on X. If you got any questions, concerns, hit me up on X or on Telegram. You guys know what it is. All right. Have a good weekend. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
Yo, it's crypto blood. Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point. OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just blood too. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. Loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around your clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.